A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Dear students, today we will go through the next characteristic of the sound. Third one, that one is loudness. So topic characteristic of sound, and today we will go through the third one, which one is loudness of sound. Dear student, loudness is the magnitude of auditory sensation produced by the sound. If you go through this one is a subjective quantity. Subjective over here, I use the word subjective means this is not accurately measurable quantity. That's why it's not a regular physical quantity, hence cannot be measured accurately. This one is the characteristic of sounds by which we can distinguish between loud and soft sound. So what is the loudness? Loudness is an auditory sensation which is produced by sound. Loudness is a characteristic of sound which enables us to distinguish between loud and soft sound. So dear, when you go through these two definitions, sometimes when I keep on talking, two persons are sitting before me, two audience are there, my two students are listening me. One student thinks that my sound is louder, while the other one is feeling some problems that harder to listen. So that means this loudness, sound is the same, but it's different for the different person. That's why I told you already that this one is not the physical quantity. That means it cannot be measured accurately. So that's why the loudness basically is an auditory sensation. That means that depends on the sensation of part. That means you may say air as well. But sound, when it is measured, when the loudness is being measured, then this becomes objective quantity as well. So when we measure that one, that we measure in a decibel. So you may say, fundamentally when we talk about the loudness, that one is a subjective, but when we accurately measure it, that means it is the objective as well. So loudness depends on the certain factors. So I'm going to mention the factors. Factors on which loudness of sound depends. So the first factor, that one is amplitude of the sound waves. First factor is amplitude of sound waves. Loudness is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. Loudness is directly proportional to the square of its amplitude. It means loudness is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. What do you mean by this? It means if the amplitude of the sound waves is increased, then the loudness will also increase. If the amplitude of the sound waves is decreased, then the loudness will also decrease. But in this relation, if the amplitude is increased twice, that means loudness will increase 4 times. If this amplitude is increased 3 times, that means the loudness will increase 9 times. If this amplitude of the sound wave is increased 4 times, it will give you the loudness 16 times greater. So that was the first factor on which the loudness depends. That means by increasing the amplitude of the sound waves, the loudness will also increase. The second factor, that one is the distance from the source. Distance from source. As you know that as you go away from the source, the loudness will go decrease. And if you come close to the source of the sound, the loudness will increase. It means this loudness of sound is inversely proportional to the square of the distance from source. It means this loudness is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. In the same way, the loudness is inversely proportional to the square of the distance. It means if you increase the distance twice, then loudness will decrease 4 times. If you increase the distance 4 times, then the loudness will decrease 16 times. So that one is the relation between the distance and the loudness. Remember one thing, the second portion that we have done, the distance from the source. If you increase the distance from the source, then the loudness will decrease. And if you decrease the distance from the source, then the loudness will increase. So these are the 2 factors. And the third one, the density of now we are coming to the third factor. That one is density of the medium. Third factor is density of medium. You already know the sound waves are mechanical waves, and These waves need medium to transfer the energy. So the loudness of the sound also depends on the medium. It means you cannot say that one is a directly proportional, inversely proportional, because the different medium have the different density, but you can say by increasing density of medium, loudness of sound will also increase. It means exactly that depends on the mediums, density of the medium. The different mediums have the different densities, but in overall, if we look, by increasing the density, the loudness will increase. By decreasing the density of the medium, the loudness will also decrease. That was the third factor. And the fourth factor is surface of vibrating body If you look at this, when I hit this one, sound is being produced, but when I hit this board, sound is also produced. As you have observed that this one is the less vibrating area, that's why its loudness is less as compared to the loudness produced by this board. That means it shows that the loudness of vibrating body is directly proportional to the surface of vibrating body. That means the loudness of the sound of the vibrating body is directly proportional to the surface of the vibrating body. Greater the surface, more will be the loudness. So the next factor and the last one, that fifth one, is presence of resonating. Presence of the resonating. When we talk about the presence of the resonating, that means the body which is beside the vibrating body, like when I produce the sound in this body, and if the same vibrations affect the body which is beside it, also produce the sound, that means that body is known as a resonating body, and because of this resonation, the sound will be the louder. It means the presence of the resonating body increases the loudness. It means presence of resonating increases the loudness of sound. So dear students, these were the 5 factors that we have done which affect the loudness of the sound. But you know that when we have to measure the loudness, then we use the some units. So units of loudness. Basically, we use the decibel as a unit of the loudness. Decibel is a unit of loudness. So decimal is represented by small d, and this one like this one is abbreviation for the decibel. Except this, we also use two other units as well. One is phone, and also we use zone. We will define that one later on. But remember one thing, physically when we measure the loudness, we use the decibel. So you know, the least, or you may say the weak loudness that hardly we hear, that is pin drop. You know, sometimes the teacher asking there should be the pin drop silence. Yeah, exactly. The pin drop means the sound with 0 decibel. That means when you talk about the some examples I'm given, when 0 decibel, it shows that pin drop. What do you mean by the pin drop over here? That means there is a sound. Exactly, when the pin is being dropped, sound is being produced, but that's hardly we hear this one. That's why we call it the sound with a 0 decibel loudness is known as a pin drop. Then we have another sound, that one is 10 decibel. We call this sound as a normal breathing sound when we breathe. So at that time, this is known as normal breathing. Normal breathing, at that time the loudness is almost nearby 10 decibel. Another example for that one is the 30 decibel. This sound is known as the soft whisper. That's known as soft, that one is soft whisper. Whispering, it may be different. Sometimes some people whisper, what are you doing? And sometimes, what are you doing? So there is a bit difference between the whispering as well, but the normal average whispering sound, that one is of the 30 decibel. So it may change as well. In the same way, normal conversion, we have the 50 to 60 decibel, we use that one. That one is normal conversion. So conversation, normal conversation, when we talk with our friends, sometimes we should have to use the normal loudness, but sometimes with our friends, where are you, where you were, what are you doing? So that's not the normal, that depends on the person too as well, but average normal loudness from the 50 to 60. And then after that, 70 decibel is subjected to 70 decibel sound is subjected to the busy traffic. Busy traffic sound, that is about the 70 decibel. And we have another 120 decibel. Sometimes it starts from 100 to 120 as well, and this range is given to noise. When the sound produces the noise, it's an unpleasant effect on our ear, then we use 120 decibel noise. And after that, jets has also 140 decibel sound is produced by the jets. So that was the units of the loudness and some ranges of the loudness So we have done, and lastly we are going to define the two other units that I have mentioned. That's not practically used is sound. The unit of the loudness is sound. It is defined as equal to the intensity level of the 40 decibel, and when the frequency is 1000 hertz. It means when a sound with a 40 decibel loudness and having the frequency about 1000 hertz, or you may say 1 kilohertz, at that time the loudness is known as one sound. In the same way, when you talk about the phone is a psychophysically matched to a reference frequency of 1 kilohertz. It means person to person it may change. Few persons have at the 1000 hertz, when the frequency of the sound is 1000 hertz, at that time their loudness is 60, sometimes 65. So that one is not the constant. So that's the end of this topic as well. Alhamdulillah, we have done the three characteristics. First we have done pitch of the sound, second we have completed the quality, and today we have done the third one as well. That one is the loudness, its factors and its units. Thank you very much.